Have you ever noticed how the most extraordinary moments in life often stem from the most ordinary decisions? It's not always the big, dramatic choices that define our path, but the small, everyday actions. Whether it's choosing to read a book, taking a new route to work, or deciding to start a conversation with a stranger, these seemingly insignificant decisions can be the ones that set you on the road to true success. Today, we're diving into the powerful philosophy of Stoicism, which teaches us that success isn't just about wealth or status. It's about mastering our choices and transforming life's challenges into stepping stones for growth. Stoicism is about embracing the strength of our inner will, not just enduring hardships, but using them as opportunities for growth. So how do we know if we're on the right path to success? It's not about achieving external accolades, but about cultivating wisdom, integrity, and personal growth. This isn't your typical motivational talk. This is about real, lasting change. If you're ready to challenge your perspectives and confront some hard truths, stick with me to the end. It's going to be a journey worth taking, especially if you're a skeptic. Together, we'll break down the signs that you're living in alignment with Stoic principles and moving toward a life of true fulfillment. At first glance, taking full responsibility for your life might seem like a heavy burden, but it's actually one of the most empowering things you can do. In Stoicism, responsibility isn't just about acknowledging your successes and failures. It's about realizing that the true source of strength lies in your ability to choose how you respond to any situation. When you fully embrace responsibility, you stop blaming external factors or other people for your problems. Instead, you take ownership of your decisions and actions, and you recognize that your response is where your power lies. It's about asking yourself, what can I do about this? Rather than why is this happening to me? Whether it's a personal challenge, a work-related issue, or your health, you hold the keys to change by shifting your approach. Think about it. Each small decision, getting up earlier to meditate, choosing a healthier meal, or opting for exercise instead of procrastination, adds up over time to create the life you want. The beauty of this Stoic principle is that it doesn't just help you grow as an individual, it sets an example for everyone around you. Imagine a society where no one blames others, but instead takes responsibility for their actions. It would be a place of resilience and strength. So ask yourself, am I fully responsible for my life? If not, what's one small step I can take today to own my choices? Taking control doesn't just lead to freedom, it leads to personal success and growth, and that's the kind of success that lasts. You've probably heard this advice 1,000 times, write your goals down. But there's something deeply powerful about this practice, especially from a Stoic perspective. Writing goals is not just about jotting down what you want to achieve, it's about creating clarity in the chaos of life. It's a way to focus your energies and align your actions with your core values. When you put pen to paper, you force yourself to get specific about your intentions. For example, instead of saying, I want to be successful, write, I will complete my certification in graphic design by the end of the year. The first goal is vague, the second is precise and actionable. This clarity is key in Stoicism because it helps you focus on what's within your control. You may not be able to control the job market, but you can control how many new skills you acquire, how many applications you send out, or how well you network. In Stoic terms, goals should be based on what you can influence, not on external factors that you can't. By seeing your goals written down daily, whether on a whiteboard, in a journal, or on a sticky note, you're constantly reminded of your purpose. It reinforces your commitment to living a life aligned with your values. Start small, choose one goal for the next month, write it down, break it into actionable steps, and begin taking those steps every day. Each small victory is a powerful reminder that you're in control and that you're capable of achieving what you set your mind to. Imagine living a life where you're constantly growing, challenging yourself, and deepening your understanding of the world. That's the essence of Stoicism. For Stoics, the pursuit of wisdom is a lifelong journey. It's not just about gathering knowledge, it's about using what you learn to improve yourself and navigate life more effectively. In a world that's rapidly changing, continuous learning is no longer a luxury, it's a necessity. New ideas, technologies, and challenges are constantly emerging, and to stay grounded, we must keep expanding our minds. But beyond staying current, learning also develops virtues like wisdom, self-discipline, and resilience, key traits in Stoic philosophy. By engaging in learning, whether reading books, attending workshops, or challenging your own ideas, You build the resilience to adapt to life's ups and downs. Think of learning as mental exercise. Just as you work out to strengthen your body, you must exercise your mind to keep it sharp and capable of tackling anything that comes your way. This is a powerful concept because each new skill you acquire or piece of knowledge you gain adds to your resilience. You begin to see challenges as opportunities to grow and convert adversity into advantage. So ask yourself, when was the last time you learned something new, not for work, but for your personal development? What's one area of curiosity you've neglected, and how can you start learning about it today? Finally, self-discipline is the cornerstone of turning your dreams into reality. In Stoicism, self-discipline is not just about resisting temptation. It's about aligning your actions with your values, even when it's tough. It's what gets you out of bed in the morning to pursue your goals, even when you'd rather sleep in. It's what drives you to make the right choices, whether that's choosing a healthy meal over fast food or sticking to your commitments when the easy option is to quit. Self-discipline is about building inner strength so you can act according to your highest principles, even when faced with challenges. It's the ability to stay focused on what matters most and follow through on your commitments, regardless of external distractions or temporary discomforts. Incorporating self-discipline into your life will help you achieve long-term success, and it's essential if you're serious about growth. It might not always be easy, but the rewards are priceless. The more you practice, the stronger and more resilient you'll become. These principles, embracing responsibility, setting clear goals, continuous learning, and practicing self-discipline, are not just abstract ideas. They are the bedrock of a successful Stoic life. By incorporating these habits into your daily routine, you'll begin to create a life of purpose, growth, and true fulfillment. Success isn't about achieving everything at once. It's about making steady progress with every decision, big or small, and becoming the person you were always meant to be. Self-discipline isn't just about sticking to routines or pushing yourself through tough situations. It's about freeing yourself from chaos and aligning your life with your core values. It may seem paradoxical, but in truth, by making choices that reflect your values instead of following fleeting impulses, you give yourself the freedom to live deliberately and authentically. You no longer live at the mercy of whims or temporary desires. Instead, you steer your life with intention, and that brings a profound sense of control and purpose. Every time you make a decision that supports your long-term goals, you strengthen your self-discipline. This isn't about constant denial of pleasures, but learning to manage them so they don't control you. Think about it. When you balance work, health, and personal desires thoughtfully, you're able to enjoy life while staying true to your deeper needs and aspirations. Over time, self-discipline grows like a muscle. It may start small, but it strengthens with consistent practice. Starting with something manageable, like committing to read for 30 minutes each day, or setting aside 10 minutes every morning for reflection or planning, will set the stage for deeper discipline. These seemingly small steps build momentum and transform your mindset. Before you know it, these actions become part of who you are, shaping your character into one of integrity and steadiness. As your self-discipline grows, so does your personal satisfaction. It's an intrinsic joy that comes from knowing you're in charge of your own direction. It's not about restricting yourself, it's about choosing a path and staying true to it. I challenge you to think of one area in your life where more discipline could make a real difference. Is it in managing your finances, improving your health, building a stronger relationship, or advancing in your career? Choose one small action you can take today to make progress. Start with it, stick with it, and watch how it ripples into every other aspect of your life, enriching your entire experience. Now let's talk about maintaining a positive attitude. This doesn't mean you need to wear a constant smile or ignore challenges. That's not realistic. What it truly means, especially in Stoic philosophy, is to maintain a mindset that's constructive, resilient, and forward-focused, even in the face of adversity. It's about choosing to rise above immediate setbacks and looking for the lessons and opportunities that lie beyond them. A positive attitude in Stoicism is grounded in the belief that we should focus on what we can control and accept what we cannot. Life won't always be perfect, and setbacks are inevitable, but how you respond to them is within your power. A positive mindset is about actively shifting from frustration to solution, from helplessness to action. It doesn't just help you overcome challenges, it also builds your ability to stay calm and proactive in the face of difficulty. When you consciously choose to focus on what's going right, you train yourself to see opportunities rather than obstacles. This kind of thinking not only strengthens your own resilience, but also influences those around you. Like the saying goes, a rising tide lifts all boats. Your positive attitude can become a beacon for others, creating an environment where everyone feels motivated and supported. It's not just about you, it's about creating collective strength. To maintain this mindset, start by practicing gratitude daily. Take a moment each morning to reflect on what's going well, no matter how small. It helps you appreciate what you have instead of fixating on what's missing or what's gone wrong. And don't forget to limit your exposure to negativity. This isn't about ignoring reality, but about protecting your energy and being mindful of where you invest your mental and emotional resources. Fill your space with positivity, uplifting people, inspiring books, enriching activities, and notice how it transforms your outlook. Maintaining a positive attitude is a daily choice. It's the small, consistent actions of gratitude, reframing challenges, and choosing optimism over defeatism that add up over time. So, where in your life could you bring more positivity? Is it at work, at home, within your social circles, or maybe even in your inner dialogue? Choose one area to focus on, and take active steps to cultivate a more positive mindset. Now, taking consistent action is crucial in turning your goals into reality. Stoicism teaches us that it's not the grand, dramatic gestures that lead to success, but the quiet, daily steps we take that matter most. True progress is achieved through consistent, deliberate actions that align with our values and vision. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of starting a new project, but real growth happens when you keep going long after the initial enthusiasm fades. The key is to stay committed, even when the journey gets tough. Consistency is what bridges the gap between where you are now and where you want to be. Imagine it like pushing a boulder up a hill. Starting is the hardest part, but once you get the momentum going, progress becomes easier. The more you act, the more you build a foundation for success. To maintain this consistency, set routines that support your goals. If you're working toward a specific objective, like writing a book or learning a new skill, break it down into small daily actions. The key is showing up every day, even when motivation wanes. It's not about perfection. It's about showing up and doing the work. This practice not only keeps you moving forward, but strengthens your character by reinforcing your discipline. Lastly, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and to remain undisturbed by the external factors we can't influence. When distractions or setbacks arise, stay calm and adjust your course without losing sight of your end goal. This mindset fosters resilience and adaptability, essential qualities in achieving consistent progress. I challenge you to commit to one small action each day that will move you closer to your goals. Whether it's dedicating 20 minutes to learning something new, organizing your environment to improve focus, or simply planning your day ahead, make that commitment. Over time, you'll not only reach your goals, but also develop the steadfast character that defines true success. Finally, surrounding yourself with positive, like-minded people is essential for growth. Stoicism recognizes the power of community, and the people you surround yourself with can either help elevate you or drag you down. While you can't control others, you do have the power to choose who influences your life. Positive, supportive individuals challenge you to be your best self, offer wise counsel, and hold you accountable. They push you to grow, both personally and professionally. Just like energy is contagious, so is the attitude of the people you spend the most time with. If you're surrounded by motivated, optimistic people, you're more likely to adopt those same qualities. On the other hand, constant exposure to negativity can drain your energy. It doesn't mean you should avoid those who are struggling, but it's important to ensure that your core circle consists of individuals who embody the qualities you value: courage, wisdom, and integrity. So, take a moment to evaluate your relationships. Are the people around you helping you grow? Are they supportive, challenging, and aligned with your values? If not, consider how you can cultivate relationships that encourage your best self. Seek out mentors, wise friends, and allies who inspire you to live in alignment with your true purpose. The Stoics believed in the transformative power of meaningful relationships, and by surrounding yourself with people who elevate you, you'll open yourself up to new levels of growth and fulfillment. In life, we often find ourselves at crossroads, having to make decisions that shape our future. Sometimes, it involves stepping away from toxic or unproductive relationships to protect our peace. Other times, it requires forging new connections with people who inspire and uplift us. Think about the people who surround you. Are they the kind of individuals who elevate your spirit, or do they drain your energy? Consider the role you play in their lives as well. Are you the kind of person others would want to be around? Are you actively contributing to your community in a way that creates mutual benefit? True connection is a two-way street. Just as you gain positivity from those who support you, they should equally gain from your presence. This reciprocity forms the foundation of a thriving, supportive community where everyone thrives. Take a moment to reflect on the relationships that matter most, those who have been your pillars, mentors, or inspirations. Express gratitude to them and invest more time in those connections. At the same time, keep an eye out for new relationships that will add genuine value to your life, not in a transactional sense, but in ways that enrich your character and contribute to your growth. Another vital principle of Stoicism is embracing change and adaptability. Life is constantly evolving, and Stoicism encourages us not just to endure change, but to see it as an opportunity to grow. Embracing change means adapting to shifting circumstances without losing sight of your core values. Think of life as a river that flows around obstacles. Rather than resisting, we learn to bend with the flow and use it to our advantage. The Stoics believed that flexibility in our plans and approaches, while remaining grounded in what truly matters, strengthens our resilience and broadens our potential. In our personal and professional lives, being adaptable could mean changing a career path when new opportunities arise, adjusting our strategies when faced with challenges, or even modifying our daily habits to better serve our well-being. Embracing adaptability involves continuous self-assessment, learning, and evolving to meet the demands of an ever-changing world. To cultivate this adaptability, challenge your own beliefs, seek feedback from others, and remain open to new perspectives. Develop a habit of reflection and mental flexibility to ensure that you are always prepared to pivot when necessary. Providing value and serving others is also an essential element of Stoic philosophy. True fulfillment comes not from accumulating wealth or personal gain, but from enriching the lives of those around you. It's about finding ways to make a meaningful impact, whether through everyday acts of kindness or by offering your skills and expertise to those in need. By contributing to the greater good, we align ourselves with the Stoic virtue of generosity, shifting our focus from what we can gain to what we can give. Serving others builds stronger, more connected communities and fosters relationships rooted in empathy and mutual respect. Finally, the Stoic value of living with integrity and authenticity cannot be overstated. It's about being true to yourself and your values, even when it's challenging. Living authentically means aligning your actions with your inner truth, ensuring that what you say and do matches your core principles. This consistency builds trust and deepens relationships, both personal and professional. By cultivating integrity, we become more reliable, respected, and ultimately, more connected to the people around us. As you journey through life, remember that success isn't just about reaching goals, it's about the person you become along the way. Each day offers a new opportunity to practice Stoic principles and refine your character. So keep striving for excellence with integrity, resilience, and a focus on the greater good.